All right, let's return now to Ladysmith in KwaZulu-Natal, where ANC Deputy President David Mabuza and other officials have been campaigning. That's where we find ENCA's Samgele Masego, who's been tracking the movements of the ANC Deputy President. I suppose it's quite significant, Samgele, isn't it, that David Mabuza is back in the province in KwaZulu-Natal in such a prominent way, because you and I know that following the December conference, there were murmurs that, perhaps his welcome there maybe not what it used to be, because there was that sort of, what can you call it, a conspiracy theory that basically suggested that he may have betrayed those who supported Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma ahead of that conference, and they were banking on him bringing the delegation from Mpumalanga, and he just didn't come through for them. How has he been received?
Well, David Mabuza certainly didn't come to the party for the ANC KZN delegation towards the 54th National Conference at Nasrec. But what we have seen here in the troubled Ukatamba region of the ANC, he was received very warmly. We saw many South Africans and many community members within the Uthukela district, and in particular here in Mnambiti, in Ladysmith, welcoming him, singing for him, and taking T-shirts from him as he walked from the ANC's regional office to two nearest ranks in this particular district of the ANC in Uthukela. In particular, Ladysmith has just concluded a community engagement and a mini rally here in the Mnambiti FET College Hall, where he stressed about the unity of the ANC.
And he's been saying a lot, hasn't he, about the ANC's ability to cleanse itself, in fact, likening it to the ocean.
Yes, indeed. He likened the ANC to the ocean, saying that, I'll speak in isiZulu Thulasizwe. He says that whenever ANC ithola izinsila kuyona kumzimba wayo, ifana nolwandle, iyahamba yolwandle, iyosikhulula izicline kulolo insila lezo. Basically translated in English and saying that whenever the ANC is dirty and it has all of these evils within itself, it goes to the ocean and cleans itself like the ocean, saying that all the evils and all the issues that are bedeviling his organization, they will be sorted in time, and the ANC will cleanse itself out of all the evils that it is facing and troubles that it is facing of late. Also saying that he is congratulating and thanks KwaZulu-Natal for uniting itself over the past 5 or 6 months, particularly after its provincial conference that was held at the Durban University of Technology about last year towards the end of the year, saying that he is seeing that gradually the ANC in the province is uniting itself, and they've done the bulk of the work. It's just a few issues here and there, likening the issues of this particular region, Ukahlamba, that has faced many problems after its regional secretary, Siphohlo Muga, was promoted to becoming the provincial secretary of the province. Also likening it to the troubles that have faced regions such as Herikwala region, where, if I'm not mistaken, our colleagues Pamandla Gogi is currently at, where the ANC SG Ace Magashule was at, and earlier on you've had Jackson Mthembu and Nemvula Mokonyane in one of the most troubled regions of the ANC, that would be Moses Mabhida region, saying that there are just a few issues here and there that this province has to sort, but also saying that he is also seeing that the Northwest province, which has been giving them trouble of late, is also coming gradually okay, particularly likening it to the list conference that was not seemingly taking place in that province and also took place this past weekend.
All right, Samgele, thank you so much for that. And by the way, David Mabuza is someone who's faced health problems in recent years and recent months. And I know you are no medical expert, but just merely observation, how's he looking?
Look, I went up to him when he arrived at the regional office, and I asked him, are you okay? He said, no, he's good. Even when we were speaking, when the cameras were not rolling, I slightly threw in that question about his status of medical condition, and he just said, no, he's recovering, he's well, particularly after that trip to Russia. He's energetic. He will be back in full swing in no matter of time, but he's basically saying that all will be well when it comes to his health. He is also going on with his government and ANC program. For instance, Thulasizwe, If, for instance, you saw during that time frame where he was not particularly well, he was the last address where he particularly addressed ANC members, if I'm not mistaken, was the ANC's Limpopo January 8 statement in 2018. So even throughout the course of 2018, he was not addressing that many ANC gatherings. Some ANC NEC meetings, he was not there. And in other gatherings of the ANC, he did not pitch. For instance, I once went to a youth league gathering in Mpumalanga, which he was supposed to address. He did not pitch for that particular event. And interestingly, Thulasizwe, I made a mistake of not highlighting this point. This is DD Mabuza's first engagement politically in KwaZulu-Natal since the NASREC conference. This is the first ANC gathering he has addressed in KwaZulu-Natal since the ANC's NASREC conference.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's why we started where we started. And of course, the background to the health question has to do with his claim that he was poisoned, I think 2 years ago or so. Thank you so much. That is ENCA's Samgela Masego out in KwaZulu-Natal, tracking the movements of the ANC's deputy president, that is David Mabuza.